guys, Phoenix here, and today we're going to be filming part 3 of my PlushTrap pixel art tutorial. So hopefully you guys are caught up and up to date with the tutorial parts, as you can see from the right hand screen, and that's what we're going to be working on from today. And what I wanted to start from is going to be those 4 markers we have on the top left corner of his arm from the last video, and that's where we're going to start from today. So just go over to those 4 markers that we should have dirt covering, and we're going to go up and to the left from the top one all the way on the left right here. 2 flat to start us off for the video. So 1, 2, just like that, and you can remove the frame or the little markers right there once you caught up. From there we're gonna go up and to the left, 3 flat again. I mean, not again, but it's another set of flats. So 1, 2, 3. Then from that 3 flat we're gonna go up and to the left, 1 single. And from that single we're actually gonna go up and to the right from it, another single, and that's just going to be a marker for what we were doing before. It should connect to the 4 flat we have right here and just like overall connect to the joints in his arms. And we're going to fill this entire area in with black wool. We're not going to do it yet because I don't really care for it right now, but that's going to be all black wool right there. Anyways, from that 1 single we have right here, the first one, not the second one, the first one right here, we're going to go down and to the left, 2 more singles. So 1, then 2. So you should have something that looks like this. Then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the left of that newly placed single, and we're going to put 2 pieces of black wool going straight down. So from the left of it, 1, 2, and now it looks kind of like an R. After that, we're going to go down into the left, 3 vertical, 2 times in a row. So put your placement block. Then we're going to switch over to our black wool, placement on 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. That's 1. And then we're going to do it again, so get your placement block again, and we'll go down 3 vertical, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. From there we're going to go down into the left, 12 vertical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12. And it should touch exactly on top of the 7 flat we had here from before. Count it out to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. And it should touch exactly on top, and that's where the arm is just going to wait for it. But now we're going to continue down and build the rest of the arm. So from the 7 flat, we're going to go to the bottom left corner right here. This little pointy spike right here. And we're going to go down into the left, 3 flat first off. 1, 2, 3. Down to the left again, 2 flat. 1, 2. Down to the left again, 1 single. So we'll just keep going down into the left as I just call out the blocks. So we have 3, 2, 1. Then from there we're gonna go down into the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. So 2 flat like this, 1, 2. Then we'll do it again, 1, 2. And the second flat, which is actually supposed to be 1 single, but I'm gonna put this second flat block here for when we're doing the chair. So this is just a little part that's going to be in the chair that's behind PlushTrap while we're doing that part of the tutorial. You can actually go up from this second block 6 more if you want to put 6 more black wool on top of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it actually ends up being 7 long. And then we can ignore it from now. We're only going to be working with this block on the right. So from that block on the right, we're going to go down and to the left, 2 flat, 1, 2, like that. And now from that 2 flat, we're going to be working with the left block right here, and we're going to go down into the left, 3 single blocks, 1, 2, 3. As you can see, they're only at diagonals. None of them are touching at like points underneath or left or right. They're all at down and left diagonals. From there, we're going to go down into the left, 2 vertical, 2 times in a row. So 1, 2. Whoops. Placement block. 1, 2. So that's 2 times in a row. And we still don't have it reaching over to the right side of his body yet, so we might want to do that right now. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go to the 2 vertical we have right here. And actually, let me just shift over my diagram for you guys so I can see better. All right. And from the 2 vertical, oops, there's day cycle on. I think the day, yeah. I think it can change daytime. Yep, let me turn that off. Perfect. Anyways, from that second one right here, the second 2 vertical, we're going to go below it and put 1 extra block below it. So now it's 3 long, but we're not going to stop there. We're first going to put 3 to the left of it, 1, 2, 3, and then 3 to the right, 1, 2, 3. So it ends up being 7 flat long. Now from that newly placed 7 flat, we're going to go down into the right, 1 single, down into the right again, 2 flat, 1, 2, down to the right again, 1 single, and then we reach kind of a splitting point. So what I mean by that is we're going to be working on both sides of the single we just placed, but I'm going to work on the right side of it first to connect it to this side of his arm. So from the single, we're actually going to go down into the right, 5 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go back to that single and put a marker on it for when we come back to it later, just so you can know that it's specifically that single block that we're working with later when I call it out. Now from that 5 flat, we're going to go down into the right again, 4 flat pieces of black wool, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can just keep getting rid of the placement blocks as you need. I don't need to tell you this. And from that 4 flat, we're actually going to see if we can reach it. If we did everything correct, we should go up and to the right, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, then up and to the right, 3 flat, and we should touch the wall, 1, 2, 3. Yep. So if it touched the wall right there at the start of that 3 vertical, as you can see, that means we did it correctly. And we can actually go back now and kind of fix up some of the stuff that we did, like we're missing detail. So first, before we go back to the single block that I want to go back to, we're going to go to that first 4 flat, the one that's at the bottom right here. And underneath it, we're actually going to go starting from the left, skip the first 2 blocks, so skip those. And it's the 3rd and 4th block we want to work with. On the 3rd block, we're going to put 1 below it. And on the 4th block, we're going to put 2 below it. 1, 2, just like that. Now from this 2 below it kind of spot right here, you see this part that's all the way by itself. We're going to go down into the right, 2 vertical, so put your placement block underneath it. And then we're going to put 1, 2, just like that. And now from the 2 vertical we have right here, we're going to extend it over 6 to the right, and it should touch the wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you can see, the 6th block was already there from when we placed before. So let's extend this second one over 6 to the right as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one's already there for us. So perfect. And now for the final little step right here, let's just put a second layer underneath this second 4. So let me show you which 4 I'm talking about. We go up and to the right, 4 flat. And before we go up into our 3 flat, this 4 that's waiting right here, just put a second layer underneath it to put 1 block underneath each block. And this little gap right here is what you should have left. Alright. Now following that, we're going to go back to the single block that I have a marker on over here. And we're going to go down into the left from it, so you can knock the placement block away. 2 single blocks, so down to the left, 1 and 2. We're then going to go down into the left, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Down into the right, 1 single. And from that 1 single, we're going to do a couple of things. First, we're going to go down into the right, 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops, 6. So it should look like this. It's not complete yet, but that's okay. And now from that 6 flat, we're going to come back to it, so just remember where it is. We're going to go down into the right, 5 flat. So put your placement block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should have touched the other blocks we had right there at a diagonal, and just completed the shape. Okay. Now let's go back to, let me see. Yeah, where we have this 2 vertical right here actually, is we're going to go below it 2 blocks, so 1, 2. And then this 1 single, we're going to go below it 1. And as you can see, it completed, you see how we had the 6 flat before? It should be 8 long now, so count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could have added just 2 blocks to the left of the 6, but then you would have been missing a block right here, so that's why I just lowered that 2 and lowered the 1 that was right here. Pretty simple. Hopefully you guys were able to follow along. If not, just rewind a little bit. It wasn't that hard of a leap in like kind of vision. So let me find out where we're going to go next. We're just forming the hand right now, so it shouldn't be too hard. Let's form the entire shape of the hand before we continue doing the fingers, because that was just one finger. So we're going to go back up to this 7 flat we have right here. And from that 7 flat, we're going to go down into the left, 2 flat. So put your placement block, 1, 2. Down to the left again, 3 single pieces of black wool. So placement block 1, placement block 2, placement block 3. Perfectamundo. Whoops, I nearly fell again. So you have something that looks like this now. Now we're going to hit the last bridge in his hand. So we're going to go down into the left from those 3 singles, 3 flat pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3. And it gets a little bit tricky here, so just keep your eye focused. Let me shift the cameraman over so he can catch everything in his view. So first, from this 3 flat, we're going to go down into the left, 4 vertical. It's like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're not going to continue going down yet. Instead, we're going to go up into the left from the top block in the 4 vertical. So this top block right here. We're going to go up into the left from it, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3. So it looks like a T kind of with the middle missing. Now from that 3 flat right there, we're going to go down into the left, 1 single. Down into left, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Down into the left, 6 vertical. So it's just constant down into the left until I switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this is the farthest point on the left side of the hand. So we're going to go down into the right from there. So we're going to go down into the right, put your placement block, and get it ready. 2 vertical, 1, 2. And from that 2 vertical, we're going to switch over to a couple of flat things. So first, we're going to put 1 block to the right of each of these 2 verticals, like this. Then this bottom right corner right here, going right below it, we're going to put 4 pieces of black wool going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. On that 4 flat, we're going to skip the first block on the left, so skip this one. All the other ones, so these 3 right here, each get 1 black wool below it. And now going back up to the 4 flat we had right here, we're going to count over 3, so 1, 2, 3. This is going to be a block that we use to connect this part to that part right there. So on top of this, we're going to put 4 black wools going straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical, and it should connect from there. So placement block, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oops. Now going down, so we're done with this finger, to the 3 flat we have right here. First, we're going to go down into the right from it, 1 single. Like that. And second, we're going to go below the 3rd block, so this final block right here. We're going to go below it, 6 vertical pieces of black wool, and that's for the chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can actually extend it over to the right, so going to the bottom of the 6. Just keep adding blocks to the right of it, and it should touch the 3rd block, I mean not the 3rd block, the 2nd block from the bottom in the 4 vertical that's right here, so this block right here. And if it doesn't touch this one, make sure you count again and make sure it does touch it. And I can count and tell you how much to the right we added. So let me just count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So after we put the 6 going down, we put 16 black wools going to the right, and it connected to the right side of the foot right here. I mean the left side of the foot on the 2nd block. And that's just a piece of the chair. As you can see, it looks like it's boarding off the chair, but we didn't finish the hand yet, so that's why the chair looks kind of deformed. But we'll do that, we'll fix that right now by going to the 1 single we have right here waiting for us. We're first going to go down into the right, 2 flat from there. 1, 2. But now we need to raise it up, so we're going to go up and to the right, 2 single pieces of black wool. 1, 2. We're then going to go up and to the right, 2 vertical. And from the 2 vertical right here, we're going to go to the bottom block and put 1 black wool to the left of it, like so. Then we're going to go to the top block in the 2 vertical, and we're going to go up and to the right, 4 vertical pieces of black wool. So put your placement block to the right and just add 4 going up. 1, 2, 3, 4. From that 4 vertical, we're going to see if we did this part correctly. We're first going to go up and to the right, 3 vertical from it. So from the top block, just put 1 to the right, 1, 2, 3. Then from the top block in that 3, we're going to put 1 to the left of it. So we can go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 1, 2. So the finger's coming along pretty well. We just need to see if it connects with this corner right here by going up and to the left, 4 flat. So from this 2 vertical, put your placement block. We're going to go up and to the left, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it looks like everything's going fine. All we need to do is from that 4 flat, go down and to the left, 1 single. And that should be that. We actually can also close this gap right here with an extra black wool. That's only if you want. And these extra blocks all the way right here that have like nothing on top of them, these 2s, you can just keep extending them upwards into the top of his hand. It doesn't really matter, but it does look better. So that's 3 of his fingers now. You can see 1, 2, 3. I just swung at them. That's not a finger. That's actually a gap that's never going to be filled with any pieces of block. So you're supposed to see through the pixel art at that point where I'm swinging at right now. Okay. Now let me see how much minutes we're at, because we did a lot. We're at 16 minutes. Jeez. I thought we were going to finish it all in this tutorial part. Hopefully I don't like start sleeping on you guys. Yeah, but let's get back into it. So we're going to work with the 2 vertical we have right here at the new finger we just formed. And we're going to put 1 block to the right of the top of it, like so. Then we're going to go down and to the right from here. Whoops. 1 single. And you can actually fill in that gap from now. I was going to fill it in later because there's going to be more of a gap that we create, but let's just put it there now. So we have this square, and we went down and to the right, 1 single, which is right here. Then from that single, we're going to go up and to the right, 2 singles, 1, 2. Then up and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2. Now from that newly placed 2 flat, you can see we're forming the last finger, and this is where his wrist and stuff is. So we're going to go down from here. So we're going to go down and to the right, 2 flat, 1, 2. Down to the right, 1 single. And now you can see the separation from the hand right here. That's going to be like its own lime green clay kind of thing going on there. But the finger down here is missing. So let's form that right now. And that should be the last finger on this hand. And then we can move on to other parts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the 2 flat we have waiting right here. That one, not the one above it, the one right here in the center. And on the right block, we're going to put 1 below it, like so. Then we're going to go down and to the right, 4 vertical pieces of black wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then to the right of the 4 we just placed, so this final block that's dangling right here by itself, we're going to go to the right of it and put 7 pieces of black wool going straight down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now from that 7 vertical, we're going to go down and to the left, 1 single, down and to the left again, 3 flat, 1, 2, 3, up and to the left, 2 vertical, 1, 2, up and to the left, 1 single. Let me just recap real quick what we just did. So we have 7 vertical right here, then down and to the left, 1 single, then down and to the left, 3 flat, and then we're going to bring it back up. So we're going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical right here, and then up and to the left, 1 single. Okay? Now from there it gets really easy. We're first going to go up and to the left, 2 vertical, 1, 2, then 2 vertical again, 1, 2. And from that 2 vertical, as you can see, we already have this little pointy part right here that was connected from the other finger. So it should be okay. But we're going to go on top of the 2 vertical and just extend it up until it touches that part of the finger right there. So just add 1, 2, 3 more blocks to the top of the second 2 vertical we have. Not this first one, the second one. And this first, you see how we have the 2 singles right here? This first one is going to get 2 extra blocks below it, so it equals 3. So you see 1, 2, 3. And this is just putting in extra shading so that his hand doesn't look too colored, because we do need some of the darker colors in it just to make sure the hand looks textured and stuff. So as you can see, the hand is complete and it looks like it's resting on the chair. Bada bing. So the next part is actually I want to do some of the chair detail, but we're gonna leave that out for now. We'll probably cover it later because it's more importantly to finish the spring trap right now than to do the chair detail. So we're gonna do the right hand next. So on the right hand do we want to start? And sorry if I sound a little bit louder right there. I got closer to the mic than usual. Okay, so on the right side, oh, we have this waiting for us. Wow, I was nice to myself. So we're gonna start from the 3 down into the right singles we have right here. Don't really know what to call them. I'm pretty sure I left that as a marker for myself last time and I didn't know. So first we're gonna go down into the right from there. 2 vertical pieces of black wool. So put your placement block. 1, 2. Down to the right again. 4 vertical, 2 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2. Then down to the right, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. So let's just recap. We have 2, 4, 4, 3. And it gets bigger from there. We're going to go down into the right. 6 vertical next. And this actually cuts into a little bit of the chair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this part right here is actually going to be used to help layer along the chair once we start doing that later. And I'm really excited to get to that part of the pixel art. I don't know if I'm going to be filming the entire thing in this one part. I wanted to do it like an entire big part, but I'm kind of lazy. So we'll just see how as it goes along. So from that 6 vertical, we're going to go down and to the left, 2 vertical, 1, 2. Then on each side of this 2 vertical right here, we're going to go down into the left, 2 flat, and down into the right, 2 flat. But the one on the left should end on top of this block. So let's see. 1, 2, yep. And on the right side, 1, 2. So we have this. Now we're going to work with the right side since the left side met up where it was supposed to. Thank goodness. So on the right side, we're going to go down into the right, 1 single. Down to the right, 2 flat. Down into the right, 3 singles next. So 1, 2, 3. And you guys will be happy to know I will be using my college desk and stuff soon, so you won't be hearing the controller clicking as much because I'll be putting my hands under the desk. It's really hot since it's summertime right now, so I don't want to put like my hands inside pillows and stuff because my arms get sweaty and then I just cut off the tutorial extra early. So anyways, from those 3 singles, we're going to go down into the right, 2 vertical, 4 times in a row. So we have 2 vertical like this, and we're going to do that 4 times. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're getting ready to start the hand. And remember on the right side, we had to bring it over to connect to his body. We're going to have to do that here as well. So from that last 2 vertical, we're going to go down and to the right, 1 single. And from that 1 single, we can actually, do I need to do that? Yeah. We're going to put 5 pieces of black wool to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 6 long. And we're going to go down and to the left from the original block. 1 single. So we have this. This is 6 long. And we went down to the left from it, 1 single. And what we can actually do is from this last 2 vertical right here, we're going to go to the bottom block and put 1 to the right of it. Okay, so we're going to go to this single right here and use it to connect to the rest of the body. So using your placement block, we're going to go down and to the left from it, 2 flat pieces of black wool, 1, 2. Then down and to the left again, 1 single. Down and to the left again, so it's just constant down and to the left, 2 flat. So we have a pattern going on here. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's going to happen again. So we're going to just do another 1 single and 2 flat going down and to the left. So it should be 3 of them in a row. So let's just zoom out and see what I'm talking about. So it's this pattern 3 times in a row. That's 1, 2, 3 times. Now after that second, the third one right here, we're going to go down and to the left again, 2 flat this time. and we got to raise up from here. So from this second 2 flat, we're going to go up and to the left, 3 flat. Use your placement block. 1, 2, 3. Up and to the left, 2 flat, 2 times in a row. And we should be approaching the wall, so 1, 2, 1, 2. And the way you know you did this one correctly is if it touches the wall on the second to last block right here, or if you go up and to the left from the 2 flat right here and there's only a single waiting. Okay, so if you did that, good job. Otherwise, you might want to check where you went wrong, or it might be minor enough that you don't have to fix it. It could be just like a small change that you missed somewhere along the line, and you can just leave it alone. Anyways, we're going to move along to the 5 flat we had waiting on the right side over there that I left alone. We're going to go down into the right from it, from all the way on the right side, 2 flat, 1, 2, then down into the right, 1 single, and this actually is a split into the fingers again. As you might remember, on the other side we have like a little dent in the hand. So from this 1 single, we're going to go up and to the right, 1 single, up and to the right again, 4 flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's do a bit of a recap real quick. So this is 6 long, but the first one's being covered, so it's actually 5 exposed blocks, so there's 5 of these. Then we went down into the right, 2 flat, down into the right, 1 single, and from that 1 single, what I want you to do is put an extra block going down from it, just for later. Then we went up into the right, 1 single, and finally up into the right, 4 flat. And we're going to continue from this 4 flat, and we're going to work our way back to this 2 vertical later, but not at this time. So from the 4 flat, we're going to go down into the right, so get your placement block ready. 1 single, 1 single again, down into the right, 2 flat, down into the right, 1 single, and we actually have, this is weird, it should be 7, I think. I'm going to count this out with you guys real slowly because, sorry, I'm just like making sure I don't stay too sweaty, because if I get too hot I have to end the tutorial. Let me count this with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it should be 9 blocks, but I think I messed up the count, so I'm going to ignore it for now. So first, after this 2 flat right here, we're going to go down to right, 1 single, then 1 single again. And from the first 1 single, we're going to put 2 blocks going below it, so 1, 2. And from the second one, we're going to make it even, so as you can see, we have this weird thumbs up looking shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So from the 3 vertical, this is what I meant. I wrote the numbers wrong, sorry. So from this 3 vertical right here, we're going to go down into the right, 7 vertical. So it adds 7 to the bottom of this right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let me add the cameraman so you can see, 6, 7. And that was extremely confusing. So let me just show you guys what I did again. So let me delete all this stuff. And I'll just redo that entire step again. So we started with this. See, 2, 1, 1. First one gets 2 pieces of black wool below it. And second one gets 8 pieces below it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? That's a lot easier than the jump I just said. And we're going to work from the bottom now. So from there, we're going to go down into the left. So get your placement block. 2 vertical. Down to the left again. 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. And you see that little corner piece right there? We can connect the 2 and the 3 by adding 1 black wool in the corner right there, just to keep it a little bit more shaded. And on top of the 3 vertical, we're going to count 3 over. 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, all the way on the left, my bad. Sorry about that. This is all the way left block. We're going to put 2 pieces of black wool going up from the top of it. Then from there, we're going to go up and to the right, 9 vertical, and it should touch the roof of what we already had waiting for us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And whoops, my bad. It's not going to touch the roof yet because we didn't do the detail for the second finger, derp. The second finger does have a piece of a block that connects right here, so we're going to leave the 9 vertical right there, and we'll fill it in later. Sorry about that. That's a lot of confusion. So, we're going to go back down now. So, if you're wondering why there's no block right here, once we do the detail for the finger that's in the center right here, which is where I'm looking, where it's all empty, one of the blocks ends up being placed right here, and it'll be fixed later. But for now, we'll just leave it blank because we didn't do the second finger yet. We'll actually do that right now. So from the left of the 3 flat we have here on the bottom, we're going to put another 5 flat going to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now starting from the right, we're going to skip these first 3, and then these last 2 we're going to do a couple of things with each of them. So first, on this first block right here, we're going to put 8 pieces of black wool going straight up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the block on the left gets 1 above it. Now below it, things get a little bit different. So below it, this first block gets something going on with it, and the last block right here gets something going on with it. So let me see, so you can see which blocks I'm talking about. So we're ignoring this 3 flat because we already worked with it. So it's only these 5 on the left of it. So the first and last one. So from the first one, we're first going to go down and to the left, 1 single. Down and left, 1 single again. Up and to the left, 2 flat. And that should be just enough of the marker for when we continue to do that finger, because we're not done with this finger yet, that we'll just jump onto this one and have a nice starting point. But below the 3 vertical, we didn't do anything with this one yet. We're going to put 7 pieces of black wool going straight down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's actually a part of the chair. So anyways, back to the hand, back to the hand. I'm sorry about that, I apologize. We're going to go back to this part where I'm swinging at right now. And on top of it, we're going to go up and to the left, 3 vertical. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go up and to the left from that 3 vertical, 4 single pieces of black wool. 1, then the second one's already here for us. So that's 2, then 3, and the 4th one actually is already in the hand, as you can see. So that's perfect. But remember, guys, I said that there's supposed to be a block placed right here. So we're going to go back around and make sure the detail is done correctly. And the way we're going to do that is going first up to here where we have this backwards R shape, putting 1 block to the right at the top. So it looks like a T. This looks like a T. Then we're going to go up and to the right from that newly placed block. 4 flat. I mean, not 4 flat of blocks, but I mean, not 4 flat of placement, but 4 flat of black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go down and to the right, 2 vertical. 1, 2. Then we're going to go down and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it touched the wall. And this little part right here gets filled in as well. So that's 1 finger, 2 finger. We didn't do the thumb yet, and the 3rd finger right here is not done yet. So we'll jump right into it, like I said, from the 2 flat down here. And let me just take a quick break before I continue, so that way I can get a little bit of a breather. So now from that 2 flat that we had waiting right here, we're going to go up and to the left. 2 vertical pieces of black wool. And actually, let's do 1 single for now and see if it makes his hand look a little bit more skinnier, because some of those fingers are a little bit, I mean, his hand make fatter, because we went 2 up, it looked kind of slender. So we're going to go up and to left, 1 single, then 4 vertical. So placement block, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hopefully this gives his hand a little bit more thickness compared to those other 2 fingers over there. And I think it's looking good for now. Then from that 4 vertical, we're going to go up and to the left, 2 flat pieces of black wool. 1, 2. Up and to the left, 4 flat pieces of black wool. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4. And here's where it gets tricky. We're going to do a couple of little detail parts right here. So on the 2 flat right here, we're going to put 1 block above each of them. Then from the 2nd block in the 2 flat right here, we're going to continue adding more to that. So we're going to put 2 more to the top of it. 1, 2. And then now, from this 4 vertical we already had right here, we're going to end up adding 5 more to the top of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a good indicator that you did it correctly is that it's 1 above the 4 vertical that we have right here next to it. So what we're going to do is continue by going over to this 4 flat that's dangling by itself, if you did this part correctly. And we're going to go down and to the left, 4 flat from there. So placement block, 1, 2, 3, 4. then down into the left 2 flat, and we should be closing to the wall to get ready to touch it soon. So 1, 2. So we're touching at a diagonal right now, which is pretty good. And let's see. From the 3 singles that we have right here, we have a 1, 2, 3 kind of single structure going on right here. The first one we're going to ignore. The second one, we're going to put 2 to the right of it so it connects. The third one we're going to ignore as well. But we're instead going to go back over to the 4 flat we have right here and make sure it connects with the 2 flat by adding 1 block right there. If you're wondering where we added the block, we have this 2 flat right here. Go to the right block in the 2 flat and put 1 on top of it. And it kind of connects. Creates like a nice little fluid looking thing. It's pretty perfect. So we have to do the thumb now. So for the thumb, it's going to be pretty complicated, but not too complicated because we did enough of the detail already. Let me zoom in so I can see what I did here. So we're first going to go to the 6 flat we have right here. And make sure you count it out and make sure it's 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 5th block, so this one right here, counting from the left, count over 5. We're going to put 1 on top of it. We're then going to go up and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. And then from there, it should be touching a 2 flat right here. That's at a low point. As you can see, it's at the lowest point, the 2 flat. And we're going to extend that 2 flat over another 6 blocks or so, and it should touch the wall. And if it doesn't touch the wall, it might need 1 more. 6 or 7 is the key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the reason we need 7 is because we didn't thicken this wall over here. So you probably need 7 too, since you're following a tutorial. And I'll show you how to fix that. So yeah, we added 7 to the left of it to complete that wall. Then we're going to go up and to the left from the 2 flat to the 3 flat we have right here. And we're going to add stuff to the left of that as well. So to the left of the 3 flat, since it's a bigger number and it's more to the left than the 2 flat that we previously touched, the number we add to the left isn't going to be as big. So let's just add 2 pieces of black wool to the left of it. 1, 2. And now we have this square right here. And the way we're going to solve the square is in the top right corner, we're going to put a black wool. And the bottom right corner is going to get a black wool. Just like that. And we're done with this piece right here. We're just going to drop down now. And with this chunk that we had waiting, all we're going to do is we're going to go, you see how we have this 2 vertical right here that's waiting for us. Just put 1 block below it. And that's that for this shape right here. Okay, so this gap is going to be empty as well. The only gap that shouldn't be empty is this right here that we just newly created. That's next to the 6 flat. Actually, no, I don't think we newly created that. I think it's been there. We can fill that in. So now zooming out into this point of view, your thing should look like this. Okay, but I think we're missing some lines in the hand, so we're gonna put those in. Oops, sorry. I need a pop filter because I know my voice just made a weird noise right there because I went too close to the mic. So we're gonna put in some of the last lines before we do the chair detail, and it should be easy. So going up right here. So first we're gonna look at the hand from right here. We have this 1 single that leads up into this flat area right here. And from that 1 single, what we're actually going to do is we're going to make sure that it's 6 long. So it's 1 right here. We'll add 5 more. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure that it's 6 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Then going down into the right from it, we're going to put 1 single. Then down into the left, 1 single. So it should look like this. And this gap right here just gets filled in with black wool. So if you need a little bit of a recap, this block had nothing next to it. So let me show you how it looked. It had nothing next to it. It was 1 single. We added 5 pieces of black wool to the right of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we did those other steps that I showed you. We went down into the right from it, 1 single. Then down into the left, another single. And this just gets the little bend in the fingers showing, so it looks a lot better, looks a lot more clean. So we are now transitioning over into the face of the pixel art PlushTrap. And what we had left for us last time was this 4 flat, followed by 2 flat, followed by 2 singles going up and to the left. And we're just going to work from there. So first off, what I want us to do is set up for a little bit of the top of the head while finishing off the jawline and stuff like that. And I'll decide if I'm going to continue to pixel art from there. So first, from the first single, we're going to go to the left 1, and from there we're going to add 6 blocks going straight up, so it should be 8 in total. We already have 2. We're going to add 6 more to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to put a marker on the top right there because that's where we're going to continue from later when we're doing some of the jaw work. But we're going to drop back down now. And if you don't remember, this block right here was one of the singles. So from there, we're going to go up and to the right, 1 single. Up and to the right, 2 flat. 1, 2. Down and to the right now, 3 flat. And it's going to be a weird jagged type of shape going on because PlushTrap's mouth isn't exactly the straightest, and it has some of these dents in it because it's supposed to be just like the original Springtrap face. So from this 3 flat right here, we're going to go up and to the right, 1 single piece of black wool. And you can leave the placement block right there because we're going to use it to go down and to the right from this single, 2 vertical pieces of black wool, like so. Now from the second block in the 2 vertical we just placed, we're going to add 1 to the right of it to make it look like an L. So you see 3 blocks shaped like an L. We're then going to go down and to the right, 3 flat pieces of black wool, 1, 2, 3. Down to the right again, 8 flat pieces of black wool. So count it slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now it's time to start raising up the jawline. So from the end of the 8, we're going to start going up and to the right from here. So switch over to your placement block. And we're first going to go up and to the right, 4 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of the placement block. Switch back over, up and to the right again. 1 single. Up and to the right, 3 flat. 1, 2, 3. So from here, it should be slowly just climbing back up, and the jawline shouldn't be much difficult for that. I mean, much more difficult than that. After that 3 flat, we're going to go up and to the right, 5 flat now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. Now it's going to start being a lot of small numbers just to get the little nicks and corners of his mouth going. So, from the 5 flat, we're going to switch to our placement block and go up and to the right, 2 single pieces of black wool. 1, 2. Then up and to the right, 2 flat. And from the right block in the 2 flat we just placed, we're going to go on top of it and place 1 like so. Then go up and to the right from there, 1 single. And leave the placement block there, like so. It looks like this, because we're going to go down and to the right from this 1 single, 2 flat going to the right, 1, 2. From that 2 flat, we're going to go up and to the right, 5 vertical pieces of black wool, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go up and to the right, 6 single pieces of black wool, and we should touch a corner. Actually, no, the corner doesn't exist yet. My bad. So up and to the right, 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should look like this. And let's get rid of the placement blocks now. Now for this jawline, we didn't actually complete it, so we need to lower it back down now. So we're going to go down and to the right, 16 vertical pieces of black wool, and it should touch down with something. I'm pretty sure it should make contact with something I've done already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So why didn't it touch down with anything I already had? Was it supposed to? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't even set up that. Well, that's weird. Usually I'm a lot more organized than that. Well, anyways, we can set up more of the shoulder now. So from there, you should have this 1 space gap right here. So that space gap is correct. And we're going to go down and to the right from the last block in our 16. 4 flat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see on this side of the shoulder, I told you that this is going to be filled in with black. That's basically what we're doing on the right side right now. Creating a little bit of a lumpy flesh right here. That's going to be colored in with black for shading. So after that 4 flat, we're going to go down and to the right. 2 single pieces of black wool. 1, 2. We're then going to go down and to the right again. Actually, are we going down and to the right? Let's see. Because it might look too lumpy. Instead of going down to the right, just to the second single we just placed, we're going to add an extra 4 going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. From that last block into 4, you should have this space that's dangling. We're just going to cover it like so by putting 1 down. So now we have these 2 verticals that we just placed newly. This one on the bottom's been there. We're ignoring that. So from these 2 newly placed verticals, we're going to go down and to the right, 1 single, down and to the right, 2 vertical, and that's that. So as you can see, it kind of met up with what we had right there and just made it a little bit more thicker, and that's okay. Now this corner right here is all going to be filled in with black wool, so that's going to be black and that's going to be black. And let's fill that in for Springtrap right now. And let's fill that in on the left side as well, just so you guys can see how it's supposed to look. Yeah, and it looks pretty well. Now I wanted to finish the entire tutorial in this one part, but I think we did cover a lot, and I mean a lot, both hands and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave it out now, and I'm gonna do the face in the next one and the chair. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. It might be a 4-parter. Next time I'll make sure I'm not gonna have like 15-minute parts. All of them will probably be 30-minute plus parts. That way we'll have shorter tutorials. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Did enjoy. And if you did, hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing or even just sharing the video with your friends. It helps the channel grow a lot. And I'd like nothing better than to grow past the 20K mark that we just reached. Even though I'm happy for everybody who's helped me reach 20K. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Phoenix, and as always, I'll see you guys later. Bye.